You cut your shit right now, Tom. What do you want? Oh, stuff. Oh, stuff. Okay, button. There's a murder button up here. What are you doing? You say stuff.
And z by the length, or similarly, multiply by 1 divided by... First of all, why would a game engine want to calculate 1 divided by square root of x? If you want to implement physics and lighting or reflections in your game engine, it helps if the vectors you're calculating with are normalized to have length 1. Because otherwise, your vectors might be too short or too long, and when you do physics with them, things can go wrong. As all of you know, the length of a vector is square root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared. If you don't happen to notice, I claim you've seen this for 2 dimensions. It's just Pythagoras' theorem.
Where are you going with this, buddy?
So if we want to normalize the vector's length to 1, we have to scale our...
multiple points in the stationary twin's
You've probably seen the Pythagorean theorem before.
Are all happening in her present.
Wrap, right?
So
you wouldn't think about wrap around, but basically this thing, you get one little portion of it right here, but the whole thing did the...
By just enough to agree with the time dilation that the stationary twin would calculate. The traveller returns younger than the stay-at-home twin. There appears to be a little issue here.
Click.
Things differently. The lattice
That's a little issue.
simultaneous is represented by these sloped lines. Those lines are the x-axis in the lattice frame of reference, which means the ladder sees its present state as this line. So the ladder sees itself moving through the barn like this. At no point
I want to make a button.
entirely
Where?
inside the barn.
Why? How?
So, does the ladder fit in the barn or not? Well,
Need to
yes
know.
and
You tell
no.
me.
The answer is entirely relative. Okay, so we're finally at the point where we can answer the money question. Does a near light speed spaceship smash into its own rear end in a closed
Probably
universe?
not.
This is a variant of the ladder
I
paradox.
assume we're going to have a lot
Here,
more
the doors
physics.
of
I'm
barn
assuming we're
back
going to
to
have
each
a few
other,
steps before we
Pac-Man
get
style.
there. I mean,
What happens to a ladder in a Pac-Man barn or a spaceship in a closed universe when the barn or the universe are length contracted to be smaller than the ladder or the spaceship? The answer is in our looped
maybe this
space-time
one.
diagram.
Maybe you want a new one.
Remember that the line of constant time is a helix. So that's also the line on which we lay down the points along the length of our spaceship. That's the current spaceship as it sees itself. And look, the spaceship does
It's
cross
always the same in the
this
sample.
point in space, our seam, and sort of exists there simultaneously. But there's no collision because the nose of the spaceship exists in the future and the tail in the past.
Apparently they took
They
him away from
exist
me.
in
I
the
didn't
same
know
point in
more.
space at
Sharp's mad at
different
me.
points in time.
You don't,
And no
he's
matter
the ones
how
you got.
fast the spaceship travels, it will only elongate.
You don't know
along-
space. You don't know space yet. You think you know space because this person knows space, but you don't know space. It's this space. It's right here. Are we done here, Sharps? We good? Anything else you wanted to click? I know we're good. All right.